Motion,
Yeah, I'll make a motion to accept the voucher packet. Sorry.
I'll second that.
voucher packet, motion by Mike, second by Jamie to approve voucher packet 10/8/25. Go by roll call.
Amy Dine,
Yes.
Michael Hendrickson,
Yes.
and Dennis Capozzi.
Yes,
Pass 3-0.
and you're up.
All right, so the biggest part that I went, so the current fund balance. You guys have all of the financials right here. So the current fund balance that you'll see, date is $1,212,798.56. The month to date revenue report is $70,701.87. For the voucher packet we just discussed, it says $23,933.21. That difference should be $38,535. And then the town for the Stormwater Board for the month of September was able to profit $3,076.35 in interest from the bank.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Oh, you're fine.
does it state that somewhere on these reports? Or you just,
The interest?
yeah,
No, it does not. Well, I mean, it might, I was gonna say, you might see it in the revenue. I'm not sure if it breaks it down explicitly.
The very last thing in the revenue
Is it-
report. Did you read 3,000?
Yeah, 3,076 in revenue
Yep.
report. Yeah.
I see it. Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, next item on the agenda is old business. I don't see any, but I'll ask, anybody have any old business? Next item is new business. I don't see anything on it either. But I'll ask.
No. Good.
We'll adjourn, no.
Good one there.
Yeah, so past month, I've had 3 rainfall events over 0.5. It wasn't as bad as the last couple months. There was 2 developments that reached out for me to do like a final land stabilization inspection. And both of them failed because there's like 7 or 8 spots or 6 to 7 spots that need covered up with seed and blanketing. So they both had to go back to not really square one, but to kind of finish up those smaller areas. They should be done in the next 2 weeks, I think. So I told them I'd come back later in October and see if the seed is germinating or not. So they're wanting to get their notice of termination from IDEM, and I'm like, well, it's not ready yet. So,
There you go. Thanks.
So I finished up my October inspections as well as the rainfall. The one I saw that needed a lot of work is the apartment setback. They had like mud on the road. They actually were done. They were scraping today, like all the mud off the road and the curbs. And then they had a lot of trash everywhere, so I had to make sure that they picked that up. So I'm seeing progress since I've been out there on site. I've talked to the superintendent. I've also talked to the main guy there too. The last thing I had was, I've also noticed on Pearl Street that there's a lot that has like a sump pump issue, like where he went out to, his sump pump went out further than the building setback line. So I gotta get with him because we have ordinance that states the sump pump has to be behind the BSL, which is building setback line. So that's why I've been working on this past month on the different inspections, and and rainfall events.
So were they trying to dump it out into the street or?
Well, what's going on is the builder did not like build the sump pump right. So I gotta find a solution for him. Like he's running it towards the nearest storm's inlet. So we gotta figure out a better solution.
Is this in the new edition?
It's down Pearl Street, yeah.
Okay.
It's the older part, but which I'm supposed to meet him tomorrow on site to see what we can do to fix it. Like for him to fix it, it's his sump pump, so he has to fix it. So yeah. That's all I have.
So I got a question. So when we have a rainfall, do our guys just drive around or something to check the storm?
Oh yes,
thing?
so what Armando
They get
guys
some
do
stuff on them.
is he'll like try to have his guys go out either before or during the rainfall event, try to see if there's any inlets that are,
Plugged up or something.
you know,
Okay.
clogged up or something.
Okay.
I know that's been going on for a while. Like they either try to do it before the rainfall or they do it when they are out in the field.
Yeah. Okay. Just curious.
That's all I have.
Thank you,
Any
Brian.
questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're next. Town manager's report.
Or sometimes Carmen goes around driving and comes back with a list for Brian. So that might have been yesterday
Sorry.
with that. So just a couple of things for heads up. We'll introduce the budget at November's Stormwater Board meeting. There are still quite a few things in the 2025 budget that Michaela did do some corrections of where our negatives were. Where we could make those corrections. There's a couple of items that we still need more information on what is happening. One is one of the payroll line items is negative, the PERF. So we're trying to figure out what is going on there. So we're still trying to get those things corrected. The other two big things that we need to have Stone Municipal assist us with is moving that money to the depreciation fund and the pilot back into the general fund. It is my expectation that we'll have those similar items again for the 2026 budget, that we would put some money back into a depreciation fund and that we would also do a pilot into the general fund as well. But I need to get with Adam on what those amounts would look like. So that's budget related, kind of what we've been working on and trying to get some things corrected before we finish out. We may have to do some additional appropriations just depending on if we can get it corrected or, where we need to go with things. But we've been able within categories to go ahead and make some adjustments where we know there's not going to be any additional expenditures. Also, one of the things that I came back yesterday after seeing all the rainfall was asked Brian to put together a project list for 2026. We're in the process right now working on a couple of small projects that are more in the residential areas. And we're still not at a determination if it's the town's responsibility or if it's a homeowner, but we're trying to work through those issues and trying to figure out, is this appropriate for the town to be correcting, or is this something that is more on a private side? So, but Brian has given me a list so far of about 12 different projects, more on some are on a smaller scale, but I know in our 5-year capital asset list or project list, we have a replacement of a storm line here along Main Street. Another thing that we've been working on for our utilities is trying to get a list of contractors that we could maybe call on to help us with those projects. If we feel it's outside of our scope to do internally with the folks that we have in the equipment that they can run. So we're working with the water, sewer, and storm to kind of pull together what would like a scope of work look like. And then we'll prepare like a request for qualifications and send it out to a bunch of them. But we want to kind of make sure it meets our expectations as far as, is this something that maybe they are more suitable for water, maybe they're more suitable for storm or sewer, or is there a certain depth that we're only willing to go before we want to call out a contractor, or an after hours contractor if we have more on the sewer and water if we have a situation. I've been working with the superintendents and department heads to just kind of draft what that scope of work would look like so we can compare apples to apples with those contractors And then just kind of figure out what they're willing to do and what their price would be. Another thing, and this is more again on the sanitary, but they did find something today that I just wanted to share with you. So we are currently smoke testing within the town of Whiteland. Westler is out. And it's basically to find where we have issues within our sanitary, and then that'll help to kind of triage how we fix our sanitary lines. But one of the things that they did come across today is they found that a sump pump drain line was connected to the sanitary, which is illegal. So Brian will be going out there to take care of that. He was ready to go like right as soon as I told him, and I was like, well, hold on, we'll see if there's any others. But just as an education, the smoke testing is causing some, we've received a couple fire department calls today because the smoke can come up through the home as well. And so we put information out on social media. There's door hangers that are supposed to have been posted, but not everybody uses their front door. So just be aware of that. So that's all the updates I have. Does anybody have any questions for me?
I was gonna say, ask Brian, did they figure out what that pipe was down by my house? Remember you and Armando was down at the creek looking?
He did put that on his list. I don't think we've revisited that, the sinkholes.
Yeah, we haven't revisited it yet.
All right.
Oh, and I did remember one more thing.
There's also about the holes, ponding behind her house. too.
Yes, yeah. I did remember one more thing. As soon as you said pipes and that, our parking lot,
Is-
obviously you can see it's been patched.
Oh.
It still does not drain properly. So I have, we've given O'Mara till Friday to come to us with a solution, or we're pulling the bond to figure out what we need to do. And I've been in talks with Stephen a couple weeks ago, and this is my kind of thought process. I'm done with them. I mean, they even have on the actual community crossings project, they only have a couple of areas that it's just restoration of the seed and straw blankets and things like that. We can't even get them to come back and do that sufficiently. So it's unfortunate, but when they started cutting into this parking lot and doing what they did, I'm like, it's a brand new parking lot and it's already patched. So I've told them they can mill and overlay the whole thing and redo it all, or we're going to pull the bond. So hopefully that wasn't too extreme. But we've not heard a peep from them.
You gotta do extreme measures sometimes.
Yeah, so, but that's not even made them move at all. We've gotten zero response. I had Armando take pictures yesterday after the rain. I mean, it did evaporate fairly quickly, but it's not draining how it's supposed to, so.
I just have a question.
Yes.
If you're done, I'm sorry. I noticed there are stakes where the new project, where the culverts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So has permit been issued or?
The permit has been issued on the land side. We're still working through, we have a water easement agreement that we're still working through, but we've given them permission to start like at least moving dirt. And their posted schedule right now is May 11th to open. So the day after Mother's Day. So I know everybody's so excited.
It was part of their thing that they did too, is to do that retention pond too. Did they do part of that? Was that part of them or no? Or is that just the library?
That ended up not working out. That
Okay.
was, I think it was the engineers, after they kind of looked at it, they decided that wasn't going to be the best path for culverts. And so they're just doing the underground detention. And
Gotcha.
we did get a stormwater waiver from the council,
Okay.
which they had to get it from the county
Yeah.
as well, since we have the same release rates.
Okay.
So any other questions?
If nothing further, I will take a motion for adjournment.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it. Well,
We're adjourned. Thank you. Yeah. So